Hello everyone, so yesterday was a very dramatic day on the internet with Lady Gaga losing all of her shit over Perez Hilton. Now, I am not the biggest, I don't particularly like Lady Gaga. I enjoy some of her music, but I don't like her herself. And obviously, I'm not exactly a big fan of Perez Hilton because who is? He's a massive creep. And he's been creeping very hard recently. So what I'm going to talk about is a tweet that followed the events. Lady Gaga tweeted, "Do I need to be shot in the head for people to understand that him and everyone else that harassed me have gone too far? I'm a human being." Firstly, I love the fact that she said, "I'm a human being," because that reminds me of Chris Crocker and that's hilarious to me. However, jokes aside, this opens up discussion on what Lady Gaga actually defines as harassment. Lady Gaga receives a lot of extremely hateful and negative messages on Twitter, along with, I imagine, a lot of love-filled positive tweets. However, some of these tweets actually do stem from the seeds that Lady Gaga herself has sown. I'm not talking about how she refers to her music as trying to redefine the art form, or how some people think her music's a carbon copy of Madonna's. What I'm talking about is her abuse and misuse of her little monsters, along with, more recently, her cultural appropriation of the burqa. First, for those who are unaware of what cultural appropriation is where one culture takes something from another culture and adapts it to their own. Key word here being adapt, and it loses all meaning to its original context. And as such, this can be a very bad thing, especially when a larger culture takes something away from a smaller minority culture. I stole this quote from Wikipedia, so it may not be 100% correct. But the Quran says, "And say to the faithful women to lower their gazes and to guard their private parts, and not to display their beauty except for what is apparent of it." Now, my interpretation of this, from what I've learned from a GCSE short course in religious studies, the burqa exists to hide a woman's physical beauty so that they may only be judged on the beauty of their personality as well as their actions. And this is where the lyrics to Lady Gaga's song Aura/Burqa becomes a little bit of a concern. Her opening line is, "I'm not a wandering slave, I am a woman of choice. My veil is protection for the gorgeousness of my face." And this is exactly the type of information that does need to be shared about the burqa. Lots of people feel that veils are a system of oppression. However, lots of women choose to wear veils. They're not forced into it. These women wear it because it's what they believe to be true and they hold it dear to them, not because a man is oppressing them. However, the song takes a strange twist quite quickly and it becomes hypersexualized. Lady Gaga asks, "Do you want to see me naked? And do you touch me?" And some other suggestive content. And now what Lady Gaga has done here, within a very short time span, she has turned the idea of the burqa being an empowering garb to this unimportant accessory that women wear as to keep an illusion to their body, in a similar way to how men enjoy the thought of women in lingerie because it covers them up and it leaves stuff to their imagination. She is creating a similarity between the burqa and lingerie, when no, they're not. There's a difference between hiding your beauty and covering up your beauty, but being like, yeah, I want to get on this, because that's not what the burqa's about. She's almost is fetishizing a word? It is now. She's almost fetishizing the burqa in a way, and that's not okay. It gets even worse when she continues, "Enigma pop star is fun, she wears burqa for fashion." Yes, the burqa is a beautiful garment, but you can't just wear it for fashion, especially as a white woman, a white Christian woman. This piece of clothing belongs to a different culture, a culture that is villainized by the media. Whilst Muslim women are afraid to walk down the street because of what they believe in wearing their burqa, it's not okay for a white woman to wear it, because when a white woman wears it, oh, it's edgy, it's cool. When a Muslim woman wears it, it's, she's a terrorist, oh. As long as Muslim women are thought of in that way, it's not okay for a white woman to come along and claim this piece of clothing. I mean, a quick Google search shows pictures of Lady Gaga wearing a burqa, and they're captioned, "burqa swag." Like, that's so incredibly insensitive. It's not okay for you to wear a burqa for fashion, whilst it's illegal in France for women to wear veils. So you can't just adopt this for yourself, whilst some people are struggling to live their actual day-to-day life in which they would always wear their burqa. And for you to adopt it and be like, hey, I'm going to wear this on stage. Ooh, look at me. It's not okay. And this all leads back to me asking, what does Lady Gaga define as harassment? Because there are a lot of people who think similarly to me, and these people these people will label Lady Gaga as a bad person and attack her, but they're not attacking her out of no good reason. They're attacking her because they have been personally offended by what Lady Gaga has done. And I imagine for people like Lady Gaga, it's very easy to get disconnected from reality. I'm sure she has many people around her who will tell her, "Oh, wearing a burqa, that's so high fashion, that's so cool, let's do it." And they don't think about how offensive it will be to people who are in more unfortunate positions than them. I mean, honestly, I feel sorry for her for what's happened over the past couple of days. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve to be ridiculed for what she's done, because what she's done is wrong, but it's still very sad to see another human being be pushed into an emotional corner regardless. It comes with what she does. She claims to be a different artist, and to an extent, from what I've heard from Art Pop, well, regardless of what I think of it, she is trying to do something different. And that is bound to cause a lot of backlash. And I'm not going to say she should just deal with it, because hate over the internet, as much as many people like to be like, oh, hate over the internet, it's so irrelevant. No, hate is hate, and hate upsets people. And so I can't just say deal with it, Lady Gaga, but she has to find a way to cope, because this is what she's going to be experiencing for this entire album, to be fair. So thank you for listening, and I hope you've had a lovely day. Peace.